As we open on debate number 1 tonight, Sambit Patra, RSN Singh, Sushant Sareen, Rashneek Kher on the one side, Ajay Alok of the JNU, Professor Harish Narang making his debut appearance on the Newshour tonight his former Secretary of the JNU Teachers Association, N Shaheen of the JNK Bar Association, Eijaz Ayub, Columnist, live from Srinagar, and Dr Taha Mateen, Secretary of the Jamaat-e-Islami Hind, Karnataka, and he's also an Islamic scholar. We at least believe in taking all sides on this program. We are also aware, and if I may say so, we are more than aware that there is media in this country that pretends not to see things when the videos make the truth uncomfortable. We are aware that there is a media in this country that does not run the videos of what exactly was said on the JNU campus when the content of those videos makes you squirm. But we on the Newshour believe that all sides must come on the program. We don't believe in such self-imposed, or rather should I say imposed, censorship. That's really unfortunate. On the debate tonight, I'd therefore like to begin by getting Professor Harish Narang to open the debate, since he's coming on the Newshour for the first time. Professor Narang, the pictures on your screen which we are going to show now is of the Afzal Guru virus, which has spread to Jadavpur University campus. And on the campus of Jadavpur University, there are 3 people who are being eulogized, and in those slogans the students are saying that we will snatch Azadi, we will snatch Azadi because Geelani wants Azadi, we will snatch Azadi because Afzal Guru bole Azadi. They say we will snatch Azadi because Ishrat Jahan wanted Azadi. I believe there is no place for treason in this country. I want you to tell me tonight why you think this Afzal Guru virus should be tolerated in this country anymore. Opening the debate, Professor Harish Narang, and to everyone after that, the debate is open, the tweeting is live. Go ahead, Professor.
Arnab, I want to say that nobody wants treason in this country. Nobody wants anti-national feelings in this country. Afzal Guru, if and when he was found guilty, went through a legal process and was sentenced, whatever he was sentenced by the highest court, and he paid the price for that. After the sentence had been carried out and what you may call as justice had been carried out, I am sure there can be discussions about the fact why did he do what he did.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There is no justification for attacking Parliament, and that's where I disagree with you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My disagreement with you is at 4 levels.
Please.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Professor. Professor, I don't believe in building that argument.
So that in future there are no Afzal Gurus in future. So that there are no Afzal Gurus in future, we must go into the causes, the reasons, and other things. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I think
has given a voice to people. No. But it has always rejected. It has always rejected those points of view which do not fall within the parameters.
Okay, Professor, I got your point. Now close your point, and we are getting 1 second. Here is my point of disagreement on that, and I am willing to debate this till kingdom come tonight. I am 1 second, Professor.
Fringe element.
Professor, I'll tell you who's the fringe element.
They do not represent the majority of JNU.
Good. If they don't, which I'm sure they don't,
tell me,
because I believe there is still sanity on that campus.
Are the best scientists in the country fringe element? Are the most vice chancellors the fringe element? Are the best public men and media persons and civil servants whom JNU produces?
Yes.
Are they
you are indeed.
Please go to the alumni directory and find out.
I want to know who these elements are. Viewers, you are seeing pictures from Jadavpur. I won't comment on who exactly you're seeing there. Can I see the pictures full frame? I want to know who these people are. There are in these pictures, let's take a long shot out there on those pictures, the picture which we just saw. I don't know who's leading those protests. I don't know who these people are, who that man is. I don't know what their interests are. I don't know what their motivations are. But I can tell you that in whichever country people come from, there would be no place for treason. And if there's no place for treason in other countries, why should there be place for treason in India? My view is this, that the Constitution of India is sacrosanct, the sovereignty of India is sacrosanct, the unity of India, integrity of India is sacrosanct, the secularism is sacrosanct. And therefore,
Azadi from exploitation.
This is not Azadi from exploitation. Rashneek Kher coming into the debate. Rashneek Kher, please. The debate is over. This is don't.
Mr. Narangi, what are you saying? Have you lost your mind? Have you lost your mind? They are not asking for Azadi from exploitation. They are saying Burhan Wali Azadi. Burhan Wani is a terrorist. He is a Sikh Hizbul Mujahideen terrorist. And you are asking for Burhan Wali Azadi. Afzal Guru Wali Azadi. Afzal Guru attacked the Indian Parliament. You are asking for Afzal Guru Wali Azadi. You are asking for Azadi of Geelani, Sayyid Ali Shah Geelani, who wants India to be divided. Have you lost your mind, Mr. Narangi? And what are you telling? What are you saying? Justice as you find. If he wasn't guilty, SAR Geelani would have been a dead man right now. It was just because of the Indian judicial system that SAR Geelani is alive and running. But for the Indian judicial system, anywhere else in the world, he was simply let away because they did not have enough evidence. Mr. Narangi, this is unacceptable. You are eulogizing people. You are eulogizing people who are traitors and terrorists. Let us not doubt this. Since when have we come to a pass that treason and terrorism is equal? No, it is not, sir. Mr. Narangi, this is unacceptable. This is not freedom of expression. Freedom of expression cannot go in the name of terrorism.
Okay, Professor, I think you're carrying on. Professor, you're carrying on. Thank you very much. I'll have to go to the other panelists tonight, and I'm going to N Shaheen and Eijaz Ayub from Srinagar and RSN Singh on the other. 1 second. Just 1 second.
Group of teachers who are known Maoists, who have linked with Maoists and Kashmiri.
Okay, I'm opening the panel to N Shaheen and Eijaz Ayub from Srinagar, along with RSN Singh and Sushant Sareen on this side, please. If the professor, please, would listen to some others. And Professor, let me give you my opinion, because there is a freedom of expression in this country and I want to exercise it. I'm saying this, and please stop now, Professor. We are going to others, please, on the screen.
Expressing an opinion.
Now I'm going to some others on the screen. They also should be allowed to express their opinion. The question is very simple tonight. On the one side, we have N Shaheen, who's former secretary of the Jammu and Kashmir Bar Association. He has some views there. And on the other side, we have RSN Singh, who's a former RAW officer and a military intelligence expert. Now, my view is very simple on this, Mr. Shaheen. This man, SAR Geelani, is dangerous. You let SAR Geelani on the loose right now, and if you allow SAR Geelani to have a free run in this country, then it is giving a green signal to those advocating separatism in Assam to morally justify the actions of Ulfa. If I give SAR Geelani a free run in this country, it is giving a green signal to Khalistani separatists to morally justify the actions of the Babbar Khalsa. It is giving a free run to separatists in Manipur and Nagaland to provide justification for the action of terrorists there. So I believe there that SAR Geelani should be behind bars for a long time now. Because he has defied not just this country, but the leniency that the courts have given him. Yes, please, RSN Singh will debate this point with Mr. Shaheen. RSN.
Arnab 1911.
Let me explain.
Arnab 1911. And you had the Patriot Act. You had Operation Enduring Freedom. One attack on French interests. And today there is emergency in France.
Let me say the
Okay, hear him. Okay, RSN
in a country like Pakistan.
RSN, let him.
One of the formidable documents in the constitutional history of the world.
Yeah, let him. I want to hear.
It guarantees fundamental rights to the citizen.
Let me put.
I would like to that.
Oh, come on! If you don't love your country, you cannot respect the Constitution.
The Supreme Court of India judgment.
Don't invoke the Constitution.
Was acquitted.
If you don't love your country, you can never have respect for the Constitution. I can tell you that much.
He was not found and accused in the Parliament.
Constitution is nothing without
today he is
patriotic
wrongly arrested.
Don't invoke the Constitution again and again.
I'm not.
IPC does not.
Don't invoke the constitution again and again.
Girali's activities in Delhi. What he has said, SAR Geelani.
Even Ambedkar had said.
Okay, RSN, hear him.
On the crackdown of the Delhi JNU University students, arrest of Kanhaiya, president of the JNU, expression of his views will never constitute openness under a sedition.
The contents of his views.
The contents of the section 124 never attract Mr. SAR Geelani for the charges or for that matter Kanhaiya. Because under Article 19 of the Constitution of India, everybody is under a constitutional and legal rights to give his opinion even against a Supreme Court judgment. There is a catena of judgments ranking from 2002 that
absolute.
No, Mr. Shaheen. Mr. Shaheen, one second. I have a bad audio line with you. But I'll tell you this.
Viewers, Supreme Court judgment does not attract contempt of the court, or for that matter, it is not any an offense, since one section of the public opinion has favored that Afzal Guru was wrongly handed in contravention to the judicial
what section? What section?
In contravention with the principles of justice.
What section? What section of public opinion? What section of public opinion? What section of public opinion, Mr. Shaheen? Mr. Shaheen, you hear me now? Otherwise, keep quiet. Listen to me. The FIR filed by the Parliament Street Police dated 11th of February 2016 clearly mentions that a member of the press club by the name of Ali Javed booked a hall for a public meeting on the 10th of February between 3 and 6 p.m. on behalf of SAR Geelani. Point number 2, the FIR confirms that the Secretary of the Press Club of India confirmed that SAR Geelani and 50 of his supporters raise anti-India slogans and call Afzal Guru a martyr. Call Afzal Guru a martyr at the meeting on the 10th of February at the Press Club of India. The FIR mentions that when the Press Club of India President, 1 minute please, heard sloganeering and rushed to the hall, it was Geelani who was leading the pro-Afzal campaign. It was Geelani who was hailing the terrorist as a martyr. It was Geelani who was raising anti-national
the way entire series of events has been packaged.
And 1 minute, please. 1 minute, Professor. 1 minute.
We need to go back.
1 minute. 1 minute, Professor. Don't come into this debate without knowing your facts, please. Don't come into this debate without knowing your facts. Professor, please. Can I not have 3 people on the screen at the same time, please?
That's the problem with the show. You invite people on your show and you never let them speak. Professor, when anti-national slogans were raised by the youth, and do you listen to anyone? Harish Narang, do you listen to anyone? Anti-national slogans. Anti-BJP or anti-RSS doesn't mean anti-India.
Have you
there is a difference between
Okay, Eijaz Ayub. Eijaz Ayub.
RSS ideology.
Eijaz Ayub. Sushant Sareen on the other side. Sushant Sareen, 1 second. 1 second. Eijaz Ayub. You may have a different point of view, but I hope that you understand basic Hindi. What does he say? Bharat ki barbadi tak.
Since the day.
Bharat ki barbadi tak jang rahegi. 1 minute. Bharat ki barbadi tak jang rahegi. I will quote for you. You want to see the videos out there, Eijaz? Have you seen the videos out there, Eijaz? Have you seen the videos out there? Have you seen the context of the videos? Do you know what was said in those videos? Do you know the tone and tenor of what was said? Do you carry an Indian passport? Do you carry an Indian passport, Eijaz? You answer my question. Do you carry an Indian passport or not? Answer my question. Do you carry an Indian passport?
The event happened right.
Do you carry an Indian passport, Eijaz?
RSS backed ABVP.
Do you carry an Indian passport? If you are speaking an anti-India language, have the guts to say so on the Newshour. Don't behave like a coward on the Newshour, that when you're caught on tape shouting your anti-India slogans, at the moment we on television asked you whether you were speaking an anti-India line, you said you didn't. Don't forget that till the videos were shown yesterday, you were denying that any anti-India slogans were ever uttered. You know that the anti-India slogans were put out. Now you guys don't know where to hide. And Sushant Sareen now. Sushant Sareen, I feel it is dangerous to let Geelani on the loose.
Arnab,
Sushant Sareen, please. Sushant.
Arnab, just compare the kind of slogans and the kind of explanations which the leftists and the jihadists, and I don't think there's anything to choose between the leftists and the jihadists in this debate.
Kanhaiya was a jihadist,
just
right?
Look at the kind of dissembled and disingenuity which they have been using. Now the leftists, even the jihadists, they
Mr. Kanhaiya was a jihadist.
Constitution under whom they seek protection. Now, this is an amazing.
It's an absolute overreaction.
Denounce the Constitution and you seek the protection of the same Constitution. What kind of people are they? The JNU brand of peace is that Bharat ke tukde ho gaye, inshallah. That is secularism of the JNU side. That is Bharat ki barbadi is JNU brand of nationalism. That's what they have been doing all along. That's what the JNU is famous for. Now they have been caught with their pants down. So all these JNU fellows are now trying to give these disingenuous explanations of freedom of speech. Now where does freedom of speech go when the Israeli fellow has to come and speak out there? That time there is no freedom of speech. That time there is no intellectual activity. This is a leftist mafia which has captured the intellectual debate. They don't let anybody
listen, don't rant.
They denounce it.
Don't rant, GN Shaheen, I'm telling you to be quiet now, GN Shaheen, don't rant. My question to you is this, GN Shaheen, are you in love with your own voice? Listen to me, GN Shaheen, enough of this anti-India nonsense from you on the program, ridiculously. Please stop, I'm taking you off air.
That is what these people are.
You just want to carry on. You have the courage to say that in Pakistan today, if someone were to say Pakistan ki barbadi tak jang rahegi.
How has Pakistan come into play? How has Pakistan come into play? We are talking about JNU, India, New Delhi.
We said in Pakistan.
We are talking about
what would you be doing?
We are not talking about Pakistan.
We are talking about what would you say in the context of Pakistan? Enough.
We are not talking about Pakistan.
And please, can I have them off the screen, please, for a while? They're just creating noise on the program. Not one rational argument. I'm asking this question today. I am asking this question today. That you stretch the limits. You stretch the limits, and viewers, you know, Mr. Narang, you'll have to speak when you're spoken to, please. Okay? You speak when you're spoken to. There are 5 panelists who have not spoken yet. So please. Now the point is this.
He will never allow the other side of the opinion. That's not the leftist way of doing things.
Now my point is this.
Leftists always drown out opposition voices.
No, Sushant,
where there is opposition.
Sushant, let's not give a sheen to these pro-terrorist elements by calling them leftists. They know nothing about the left movement or ideology.
No.
They are just.
I say the leftists and the jihadists are on the same platform.
No, these are not leftists. Our reporters have been on the campus at JNU. Okay. And if you tell me the Democratic Students Association and the Democratic Students Federation is leftist, they are anything but leftist.
Arnab,
they would know nothing about any ideology.
Terms like constitutional patriotism.
Arnab, please remember.
The question tonight is this.
They come up with terms like constitutional patriotism.
Sushant, 1 minute. I now want to focus the debate a little bit on the key issue. And if I can have Sambit Patra on the air also, please, along with Dr Taha Mateen and Ajay Alok of the JDU. You see, first and foremost, right. Ajay Alok, Taha Mateen, Sambit Patra, realize that you are sitting on the powder keg of anti-national activities. If you, the political class of this country, and I say this to Ajay and Sambit Patra, if you don't come together, and if you don't act, and if you don't show,
how will they come together?
No, 1 second, just 1 minute, just one minute, I'm just setting the context, please, Sushant. You see, India is the victim of terrorism. Ajay Alok should know that, so should Taha Mateen. Terrorism is justified by the perpetrators in the name of Kashmir. Given the fact that hundreds of innocent civilians have been killed in the name of Kashmir by terrorists, we can't allow anyone who's advocating the same cause as a terrorist to have a free run, and that's why we feel that SAR Geelani cannot be allowed a free run. Can he be allowed a free run, Ajay Alok? Take a clear position tonight. Can he be allowed a free run, Ajay Alok?
Not at all.
Can SAR Geelani be allowed a free run to Ajay Alok?
Neither Mr. SAR Geelani should be allowed a free run, nor those people who were raising anti-India slogan in JNU. Today is 17th. This slogan was raised on 9th.
Now 8 days have passed and we have seen 20 to 25 people with mask carrying anti-India slogan. What this government is doing? My question is this, Arnab. Why you are not going after sloganeering? Why you are not going against those anti-Indian people? Why you are not going against infiltrators? What today Raw and IB has clearly stated, that they were outsiders who came to JNU, they penetrated the JNU. What was the JNU administration doing and what is Delhi police doing right now? You have pressed the sedition charges against Kanhaiya, fine. But what about those rest remaining 25-30 people? Why are you not booking them? What is stopping you? Because of this delay, this virus has spread to Jadavpur and it will spread to other places and this government will be responsible for that. We are not here to advocate for any terrorist. I say just put them behind bars, even on a slight drop of suspicion that is involved in anti-national activities, put him behind the bars. Do a proper inquiry and then we'll come out of it. Well, if somebody say that technically he cannot be, Mr. SAR Geelani cannot be done into this anti-treason charges, put him into NSA. NSA is under the hand of central government. There cannot be any trial for 1 year. Go into inquiry, collect evidence, present it in front of the court. We have a lot of ways. But this is no way. You should put press charges against those 25-30 people, those infiltrators who were there.
Actually,
not against a single lone Kanhaiya. That is not tolerable.
No, no, actually,
your gun.
No. One sec. Just one minute. This
is what is inflicting us.
No, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. First of all, for not taking a narrow political position. For not taking a narrow political position, Ajay Alok, you deserve to be complimented for your sagacity in not taking a narrow political position. I hope this view is echoed among the other parties, including the CPIM, the Congress party and some other parties who you have also got an alliance with. You're making sense in what you say. But that's not the point tonight. The point is to Sambit Patra. Sambit Patra, you take such a strong position. No. Sambit Patra, 1 minute. Sambit Patra. No, 1 second.
They are trying to put apple and tamarind together.
No, 1 second. Sambit Patra.
This is not the case. The
Ajay, can I come in?
As mentioned by the IB and the RAW today, it has been placed in front of the court.
Yeah.
But you have placed sedition charges on only one person, that is Kanhaiya. You are placing your guns on students. That is not right.
Okay.
And if this virus spread, let me remind you, 1974, the virus spread from Gujarat. Later turned on to be JP movement. Don't place your fingers on students just to play force your ideology on them.
No, Sambit. Sambit, 1 second. Ajay Alok, 1 minute. Ajay, you made your point. Sambit, catch those guys, Sambit. Catch those guys. You know who was there. You know Yaqub, this fellow, that Omar fellow was there. Omar Khalid, you know there, the videos are there with you. You're only going after Kanhaiya. What about the 10-15 others who are there? Is it true? I am being told that you are going soft on those elements, the real separatist elements who, as RSN has rightly said, for putting masks on their faces, and you heard what they said, and you're outraged by it. We are angry about it. You are going after the left. But you are not going after the real pro-Afzal Guru Brigade. You are rightly arrested and detained SAR Geelani. But he's the low-hanging fruit. You are not going after those people who are within the JNU campus having infiltrated it, shouting those anti-Afzal slogans. And I'm sorry, but people will ask you tonight, that are you being soft on the Kashmiri separatist voices because you are still playing political footsie with the PDP? Because you're still trying to get into an alliance with them. The real test of your nationalism is going to come now, Rashneek. Am I wrong, Rashneek? The real test of the nationalism of the BJP will be put on test if you can catch those guys. And don't tell me that you're either so incompetent or so unaware that you cannot catch those guys and put them behind bars to teach them a lesson. You tell me tonight, Sambit Patra, answer my question.
As much as I may dislike it, I also have the same information, Arnab, that people have been told to go a little soft because the government formation is happening. I don't know whether this is right or wrong.
That's really sad. That's really sad, Sambit.
That you have just said.
If that is true, if the BJP has decided to go soft on those Kashmiri separatists who were shouting the pro-Afzal slogan, the pro-Azadi slogans in the Kashmir, the JNU campus, because you are trying to set an alliance with the PDP, then declare so on television tonight.
They are known.
Then say so on television tonight.
Supporters of separatism in Delhi, they have organized protests in the past.
Say so. Where is your action? Where is your action?
I'm extremely saddened that certain people speak on half knowledge. certain people have spoken without knowing the facts. The Home Minister of this country, Mr. Rajnath Singh, has spoken. He has told none of these people would be spared. Should we not take the Home Minister on his face value?
Why don't you arrest them?
Has spoken about the intelligence.
Why don't you arrest them?
Mr. Kiran Rijiju also have given interviews.
Why don't you arrest them?
In Jamia.
Why don't you arrest them?
In Jamia.
Arrest them.
There is a procedure.
They are in Jamia.
Mr. Goswami,
Everybody knows who they are.
Goswami, didn't we arrest Kanhaiya? Didn't we arrest Kanhaiya?
Exactly. You arrested Kanhaiya, who was not shouting the slogans. I'm sorry. You arrested Kanhaiya, who was not shouting the slogans but was physically present with those people out there. Then I'm asking you tonight, please understand, Sambit Patra, and shouting does not make you right.
Yet people question us.
Mr. Patra, people are questioning you, in case you haven't realized. The cause that SAR Geelani, listen to me, Sambit.
Who arrested SAR Geelani? Nitish Kumar arrested SAR Geelani.
Mr. Sambit Patra, Ajay Alok on the other side, please. Mr. Sambit Patra, understand this basic common sense that the cause that SAR Geelani advocates.
You said that about Kanhaiya. What is the compilation of central government in the court today about Kanhaiya? What they said? Reply it. You know that better.
Why aren't you arresting them?
It's the energy and enthusiasm of the youth
judge over here.
Why aren't you arresting those Kashmiri separatists, please?
And that's the reason as to why the judge has sent him into remand after remand. So you should not act to be the judge over here. And should I address your distressed cousin brother or what?
And in doing that,
please, Mr. Goswami, you wrongly complimented the JDU spokesperson today. You wrongly complimented the JDU spokesperson today. Mr. Nitish Kumar has already spoken.
You are doing all the things wrong. You are a pseudo nationalist who have no interest in nation.
Mr. Spokesperson of JDU, Mr. Nitish Kumar, the Chief Minister of Bihar, has already spoken about the freedom of expression of the ones who were shouting slogans against India.
Please tell me what Mr. Ram Madhav from BJP in charge of Jammu and Kashmir was doing in Jammu and Kashmir for formation of the government with
along with Rahul Gandhi, along with Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, Mr. Nitish Kumar was standing on the wrong side. Today, you were trying to be politically correct over here.
Why they were doing so, Mr. Ram Madhav? Why did he met that MLA? Same MLA who were passing for a resolution for Afzal Guru. What business Mr. Ram Madhav had to meet those MLAs for? Can you have an explanation?
Come on, why aren't you arresting them? Is it not a valid question? No, arrest the real culprits. We demand that you arrest the real culprits. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You asked.
You're not going to get away with this one, Sambit.
Recognized as a political
No, I don't think you can get away with this one, Sambit.
How can you arrest them when you're conniving with them? Don't find escape routes for those in JNU. Mr. Goswami, no one should be given the reason to find excuses for finding escape routes. For those who are shouting against
I have just one question tonight. And if I am at fault, let the viewers say that I am at fault for asking this question. Sambit, quiet please for a minute. Sambit, give me a minute. And Dr Taha Mateen hasn't come to the debate, but I went in a different direction. I'm going to come back to get him back to the debate. But the point is, before I come back to Taha Mateen, I'm asking the viewers tonight, and I'm asking the BJP a fundamental question. You arrested SAR Geelani, good. But why aren't you arresting those people who are saying banduk ke dam par lenge, chinenge, azadi, azadi? भारत की बर्बादी तक जंग रहेगी. No, where? When? What are you waiting for after you stitch your alliance with the PDP?
In this country that they would stand in solidarity. They will never do that.
Yes. Harish Narang.
None of them would be spared.
Harish Narang is countering.
When this country is asking when? 8 days have lapsed.
May I say, Arnab?
Yes, Mr. Narang.
May I say this thing, that these were agent provocateurs, they were not JNU students, and why can't the BJP say that the party that first protested against the
How do you know with such surety, Mr. Narang? How do you know with such surety that they were not people from JNU, they were not students from JNU, that they were hiding in the campus and they were shouting such kind of slogans? How do you know, Mr. Narang? You should explain today as to what kind of information you are withholding from the nation. Do you have some information to that effect?
Yes, Sambit, Yes.
I know my name.
I can tell you.
I know my name. I want the information. I know my name, Mr. Narang. I need the information. How could you say with surety that they were not JNUites? How do you know they were there participating? How do you have insight into such kind of information which you are not sharing with others?
Please listen to me. Please listen to me, Sambit Patra. For 50 years,
Mr. Goswami, today we should not be listening to the people who are trying to provide some kind of escape route for terrorists. We should not listen to such kind of people.
Last week it happened.
The problem we have made is we have listened enough to such kind of people. People who have in fact morally supported terrorists. We should not listen to
Mr. Harish Narang,
2010, 76 CRPF Jawan were killed in Dantewada. JNU fringe elements were celebrating the death of these 76 CRPF men. Who does not believe in such kind of ideology, Mr. Narang?
Never.
You were there then.
This is a lie.
You never spoke against those
I want to say on your
76
channel,
CRP. Lie.
This is a lie.
Every newspaper of this country reported this.
Damn JNU. JNU never celebrated this. There is no question. These are goibals. These are goibals who are trying to spread misinformation about JNU. JNU is more nationalist. JNU is more nationalist than Sambit Patra's party.
Sambit,
you have a TV.
More Sambit, you're not going to get away with it, Sambit. 1 minute, just 1 minute, just 1 minute, just a minute, 1 minute. Now, Mr. Narang, my question is to Sambit Patra. My question is to Sambit Patra tonight, and Sambit Patra, hear me this. Hear me loud and clear tonight, Sambit, because hypocrisy must be called out on all sides.
Why don't you answer?
Because not any one side should be allowed to get away without answering the questions. And if you allow me, Mr. Narang, to make my point to Sambit Patra, if you allow me, Sambit Patra, you are unconvincing tonight, and I must tell you why. Professor Narang, I don't want to speak over you, so please indulge me for a while I make a point, and I need to ask a question to Sambit Patra, please. Sambit Patra, you are so completely unconvincing tonight. Any viewer watching tonight would know that the conviction.
Unconvincing.
Now you hear me, and I'll tell you why. And after I finish, Sambit, the point is this. Simple question asked, viewers, and I'm asking this question wherever you're watching the Newshour tonight. I'm asking a question to the ruling party spokesperson. You caught Kanhaiya, okay. You arrested SAR Geelani, good. But till date, you want the nation to believe that you can't catch RSN Singh, that they can't catch those goons, those ruffians, those anti-national elements who, like SAR Geelani, play the role of inciting people for separatism. We caught them on the video, BJP can't catch them, who inspire those seeking to take up arms against India through their anti-India sermons, who gives terrorists a moral justification for their action, the BJP can't find them, who work parallelly with terrorists by being part of a two-front strategy wherein one will participate in terrorism and the other, in the name of a peaceful movement, will provide them moral support. The BJP can't find them. The BJP can't find any of these people tonight. Last Tuesday, 1 minute, last Tuesday, 2 of these fellows were on the program. Today you say we can't find them. Why can't you find them? And I'm asking you again, are you pretending not to be able to find them because you are still trying to work out a political coalition with Mehbooba Mufti, because you know that Mehbooba Mufti will be upset. Because Mehbooba Mufti will be upset if you arrest those Kashmiri separatists. Say it tonight.
For the first time, BJP found out that they were celebrating it. For the first time.
So where are they? You can't find them?
Exposed what was happening in
You can't find them?
The previous Rahul
Ajay Alok, we believe you can't find them.
What was it doing?
We can't find them. BJP can't find them. The government of India can't find those ruffians.
Where was it raised? No. Was anyone speaking against it? No.
Ajay Alok and Sambit Patra.
We did it. And don't ask Ajay Alok to come.
You are a national spokesperson of a
Ajay Alok
party.
to come.
Please don't utter useless words against a reputed university like JNU.
No, what will Israt ka bhaiya teach us?
Nirmala Sitaraman will be outraged with you.
They could not arrest Bhatkal. Now Israt ki bhaiya will teach us.
Don't use foul languages against JNU if you don't have any proper evidence against it. You can't generalize.
A terrorist
you can't generalize JNU. JNU is not RSN.
To demean Bihar.
And even you are not from RSN. So if you don't know about the facts of JNU, why are you speaking about JNU?
Go and
talk about your deeds. What you have done in last 8 days, please let the nation know.
You guys,
instead of speaking on TV or speaking on newspapers, what your leaders have done in last 8 days. What they have done till yesterday when your OP Sharma attacked journalists, OP Sharma attacked CPI students, what your government has done in Delhi.
We need
they have named an unnamed FIR also. What you have done?
Whatever you want to be called as.
You guys are out to create anarchy in this country. You are trying to vitiate the atmosphere of this country by placing your agenda. This is not
my question to Dr. Taha Mateen, please. Dr. Taha Mateen. Dr. Taha Mateen and Sushant Sareen and Rashneek on the screen, please. If I can get Dr. Taha Mateen, who's listened to the debate for a long time, I'd like him to intervene on his own, please. Dr. Mateen, yeah.
Arnab.
Yeah.
Arnab, here I am. We believe that universities are temples of this country. Universities are the future of the country. Universities promise our country the future. If there is no healthy debate, healthy dissent, we cannot go forward.
That's not healthy.
Allow a man like Afzal Guru to divide our nation between pro-Afzal and against Afzal factions. Nobody here is against the parliament.
No, I agree with you. It's no, one second. One minute.
Ought not to allow that to happen.
No, listen, Dr. Taha Mateen. Dr. Taha Mateen. Dr. Taha Mateen, first of all, you need to understand the context of this country of ours. No, one second. Just one minute.
Encourage healthy debate amongst students, because these are the future of our country. How can we let that happen? In a nation that even speaks for Godse, even for the killers of the father of the nation, how can we say that one cannot be pro-Afzal or against Afzal? These are just opinions. Even the Supreme Court of India did not nail Afzal. It said
did not nail Afzal?
We award him the capital
what are you saying? You are
not find evidence to get
Arnab,
him into
is this opinion?
What's wrong
Arnab,
in having
is this opinion?
Like Arundhati Roy? Maybe somebody
is this opinion that you are saying Bharat ki barbadi tak jang jari rahegi, Hindustan ko todenge, inshallah. For God's sake, what kind of opinion is this, Mr. Taha Mateen?
We cannot support such.
We are not discussing Nietzsche and Sartre here.
I mean, we are not
discussing Schopenhauer here. For God's sake, please understand, sir. This is not opinion. You are passing off opinion as something as divisive.
No. Those slogans are patently wrong. Nobody is supporting those slogans.
For God's sake, let us not devolve it into some kind of a deconstruction of.
It is not right to support the slogans.
Okay, 1 second. All right. 1 second. 1 minute. 1 minute. Dr. Taha Mateen. Dr. Taha Mateen's counter is coming from Sushant Sareen, please. 1 second. Dr. Taha Mateen. Dr. Taha Mateen, just a minute. My question to Sushant Sareen will respond, RSN Singh will respond to Dr. Taha Mateen. Please understand, we are talking tonight about SAR Geelani, and SAR Geelani says Afzal Guru is a martyr. We do not care whether what he did was right or wrong, but for us he's a martyr. It was SAR Geelani under whose patronage slogans hailing terrorists like Maqbool Bhatt was raised. He says if one Afzal is killed, many more Afzals will be born. If one Maqbool Bhatt is killed, many more Maqbool Bhatts will be born. And you also need to realize here, this man, SAR Geelani, is a perennial troublemaker. He's advocating the Kashmiri separatist cause across multiple fora. He has become a virtual spokesperson for those seeking to destroy the unity and integrity of India. In no country in the world would he have been allowed to have a free run. In 2004, if you don't allow me, in 2004, this man, I haven't finished, Dr. Taha Mateen. In 2004, this man, who was the beneficiary of the largesse, the generosity and the rationality of the Indian justice system, this man, SAR Geelani, instead of being grateful for the greatness of the Indian state and the generosity of the Indian judicial system, this man goes in 2004 and asks for terrorism in Kashmir. He says, I want to have a call for terrorism in Kashmir. You forgot Last year, this man, SAR Geelani, participates in a discussion over declaring the day of Afzal Guru's execution as Martyrs' Day inside JNU. The event triggered violence from members of the ABVP then too. So to say that his provocation at the press club was unrelated to what was happening at JNU is nothing short of being economical with the truth. And do not be economical with the truth. You know the facts. In February 2013, while he was still professor at Delhi University, SAR Geelani held a funeral in absentia. A funeral in absentia for Afzal Guru 1 week after the terrorist was hung. You want me to tell you more? You want me to tell you more? In February 2013, SAR Geelani was among the first to reduce the hanging of a man who attacked the symbol of Indian parliamentary democracy. He said it was a politically motivated fallout of vote bank politics. You want us to be quiet about all this, right? And you want to tell us, oh, freedom of expression. Freedom of expression. What freedom of expression? The point that emerges, I have not finished. I have not finished. I have not finished. The point that emerges, this is a man who runs down India's institutions, including the judiciary, that same judiciary which gave him more than its due to Afzal in terms of hearing him out as he defended his case. He's a dangerous man. Why would you not see it? Are you blind? Or are you motivated?
Arnab, no. Arnab, anybody speaking against the parliament.
Against the parliament, it's a call for violence against India, for God's sake.
Anybody speaking against the parliamentary attack or against the Constitution or against the Supreme Court deserves to be punished in this country. Should not be allowed
exactly.
To
but you see, RSN comes into the debate.
Spoken against the.
He has. I've given you all these examples. I still don't understand why you don't see RSN.
Arnab, decide that, not you and I. Nobody.
Professor, allow others to also to speak. Professor, if you read the Supreme Court judgment on Geelani, with great difficulty they have given him the benefit of doubt. If he was given the benefit of doubt, but the highest court of the country, it was not that he will live for another day to attack India again. And people like you will support him in his further terrorist activities or in the name of intellectualism. Now, Professor, let me tell you, the students of JNU are not as seditious and as guilty as the teachers and professors of the institution. If you want to cleanse the temple of learning, the purge has to start from people like you. Don't you have any responsibility for character building of your students? Do you want to dilute the nationalism in name of debate and dissension? When you cannot bring them to have an informed choice, how can you have debate and dissension? Which country in the world allows this? So, the real culprit are you people. You are the diabolical fellows who have destroyed that beautiful institution. Those students come from very simple backgrounds. But you are a subverted lot. You are a subverted lot. You are the anti-nationals. You need to be purged, not the students. Shame on you. And you call yourself professors?
Do you ask Sambit Patra to reply? Why are they with PDP? PDP celebrated Afzal Guru.
Professor, listen.
Why
isn't India your motherland?
Why not PDP? Why not
Professor,
PDP?
Isn't India your motherland?
Leaders.
Would you tolerate if somebody tells you that I'll cut your mother into 9 pieces?
10,000 students of
JNU. Kashmir is the motherland of the Kashmiris. Whether it is Mahbuba Mufti or it is anybody else, they have every right to raise the voice of injustice.
And you want to damn all?
Answer me.
600 teachers of JNU.
Answer me. Isn't India your motherland? And you want to have a debate whether to cut your mother into 9 pieces or 18 pieces?
Will you hang them all? Will you shoot them all?
You are the culprit.
My question now. My question is to my question tonight is one second. Just a minute. One of the reasons we need to be careful about what's happening at JNU, and I only want Sushant Sareen and Taha Mateen, please. Sushant Sareen and Taha Mateen. Sushant Sareen and Taha Mateen, only them, please. Sushant Sareen and will the others be quiet for a minute? My question is to Sushant Sareen and Taha Mateen. Now, Taha Mateen and Sushant Sareen understand there is a context of what is happening here. I am talking about the danger that people like Geelani pose, Sushant, because like we've seen at the JNU campus, there is unfortunately potential for radicalization by the likes of Geelani, influencing young minds who choose to get themselves educated in prestigious universities and subsidized by the Indian taxpayer. There is a great potential of radicalization. Is that something that we are supposed to be blind to? That these people are operating, and that's more reason, Sushant, why the BJP should commit, they will take action against those people who were caught in those videos. Sushant.
Listen, Arnab, let's be very, very clear. If the BJP was to make a Faustian bargain because of what is being alleged, that they want to form a government in Kashmir and that is why they want to go soft on some of these guys, or they want to reach out to one section of the community and that's why they are going soft, they are digging their own grave. Let that be very, very clear to anybody. I don't think anybody is going to stand for the BJP making these Faustian bargains when we all rave and rant against the others who make these Faustian bargains. I think that should be very clear. And I don't think the BJP will go down that road. If they do, they are digging their own grave. One, first and foremost. The second thing is that this whole business that, you know, freedom, nobody is against freedom of speech, nobody is against freedom of expression, nobody is against dissent, but there is a line between dissent and sedition. There is a line between political opposition and treason. And I'm shocked that professors who claim to be intellectuals in JNU don't know the difference between that. Now, when you say that there are people who come and protest and there were these agent provocators who came, then what was it that the JNU students and the JNU Students Union and all this leftist mafia was doing out there, supporting those fellows, raising those slogans? Why were they not booted out from JNU the way JNU students do with other people who they find unacceptable? They don't allow an Israeli diplomat or an Israeli dignitary to come to JNU. They don't allow a whole lot of other people because they think that will make JNU impure. How come they
did not allow Kanhaiya Kumar's speech?
Kind of the traitors to come out there and openly sloganeering.
Kanhaiya Kumar was trying to isolate them.
Obviously, there is a problem in the universities. This problem has been there for a fair bit of time. We have let it fester for a long time, and now we are paying the wages.
Mr. Sambit, you must know, you must also who founded Indian National Congress was never charged for a sedition. Why this dichotomy in your political ideology? When you laud AO, why you are condemning Mr. Kanhaiya?
You cannot allow this ridiculous argument I've ever heard. How is this being monopolized by...
You don't give anybody else a chance. The problem with the leftists is that they have dominated the debate for
He's not a leftist.
That they can't countenance anybody else.
Sushant is not a leftist.
Narrative.
No, don't say leftism in everything, please, for God's sake.
You are never given a chance.
This is not about right or left. I've said it for the umpteenth time. Sushant, please understand. We narrow this down to right versus left, then we make it political.
There is a left, there is something which is also right.
No, this is not left or right, please. You have to look at it in terms of what is pro-India and anti-India. Limit it to that. These people are not leftists.
The left has never been pro-India.
Well, those are your political views. Don't bring that into the debate. The question is simply this. Sambit should answer tonight. No, please. Please. Sambit should answer tonight. Sambit, if you want to convince people that this is not just posturing on your behalf, you tell us when you are going to arrest those guys. Are those people hiding in some cafeteria in JNU? Are they hiding under a bus shelter that you can't find them? I mean, it's ridiculous. We are debating it for one whole week and you say you can't find those fellows who are caught in those videos there.
who was there in front of the camera, do you expect them to go and arrest those anti-Indians?
Can I answer?
No, the Sambit, please answer.
Arrest O.P. Sharma, who is there in Arun Jaitley's house.
I want
Sambit Patra.
to understand.
Against whom an FIR is named, FIR is also not there.
Janata Party is the only political
and you expect this government to go and arrest anti-Indians?
The stand to stand against
with
the
whom
people
they very
who stood
blatantly go and
against
form
India.
the government.
We are the only political party. Rest all of the bunch, the whole bunch.
You
Mr. Rahul
expect them to
Gandhi,
arrest them?
Mr. Nitish Kumar,
These people are
Arvind
absolutely
Kejriwal, all else stand with the
They are
people
the biggest
in the name of freedom of expression,
in the name of
people who are
nationalism.
shouting against India.
And they call
Yet you are
themselves
questioning us.
They call
We have arrested Kanhaiya.
Shame
We
on
have
them.
arrested Gilani. The Home Minister
They
has
want to
said
play
that
their ideology.
Hafiz side. Had
They
we
want
to
to play
protect
their
anyone,
ideology.
would the
If
Home
they were
Minister
so-called
say the same?
nationalists, trace
Had
their
we to
history
protect
for the last
anyone,
60 years.
would Mr. Kiran
Their
Rijiju
history of
give interviews
nationalism.
to the channels
Their
saying
history
as
of
to how the
nationalism now
intelligence
revolves around
bureau
one
has
single
spoken
man.
about the connected
That is the problem.
Pakistan? Had we to
And
protect
without any
anyone,
homework,
would we
they
have
don't do
initiated
anything.
all this?
They
Had
think
we
that
to protect these
2014
people,
Enigma will
would
come
we
every
have
time.
brought this to
Forget
the
it.
forefront? No.
And
If we
don't
had
try
to
and
protect
quote the
them,
student of this
we would
country.
not have
They have
been
already
debating
done it
it
once
the
in
way we are
1974,
debating
now
it with
it's your turn.
emotion from our heart
You won't
tonight
last
or
in
from
2019 if this
the
ideology
last
continues.
night.
Don't try to
Because
place
we are
yourself.
concerned, we are the only political
Don't try to
party
place your
which have
ideology over
taken a
others.
pro-India
Go and
stand.
act.
Rest all of them
Go and
have
act.
taken an anti-India
Don't preach.
stand,
Go and act.
including
It's time
Mr.
for you to
Nitish
act.
Kumar,
You are not in the
including Mr.
opposition
Nitish
now.
Kumar, who
You are in the
utilizes
power.
Eijaz Jahan,
Don't talk
calling
about
her as
Nitish Kumar,
Bihar
we are
ki
talking about
beti,
country.
including Mr. Rahul Gandhi,
And if
who
you are
stands
so
with
much
those
unable,
who
so
shout
much
against
incompetent
India,
to run this
including
country,
Mr. Arvind
please go and
Kejriwal,
resign.
who even denigrates
Let this
Hanuman,
government-
saying that
let this
Hanuman was
government pay the trial of
sent
faith.
to make such kind
If
of
you are so
comments.
much incompetent,
such
you
is
cannot
the
do
case with
anything
the
to
Indian
protect the
political
borders,
system. We are
protect
the
the
only
viewers.
one who
Go and
stand
resign.
apart.
Viewers,
We are the only
viewers,
one
so
who
many
are
of you.
JNU.
Yet
So
we
I
are
just want to say
being
something to the
Why
viewers
would
at this point. I want to say something to the viewers, please. And the reason why the whole country has been debating, the reason why the whole country, the reason, Sambit, the reason the entire country has been debating, what is happening in every home in this country. This is a subject which is being spoken about. People know which channels are debating and which channels are not. We put out the truth. Viewers know that these videos of what happened in the JNU campus are freely available. You are aware that we showed it. You would equally be aware of those who censored it, and we don't want to ask why they did it. They must have their own compulsions. All I will say is this. All I will say before I go to debate number 2 is this, that India is a multicultural, multilingual and multi-religious nation, with each state having its own distinct identity and bringing an element of regional pride. One of India's remarkable achievements, viewers, is to stay united as a nation despite all these differences, which is why nobody can be allowed to encourage the breaking up of the Union of India by advocating secessionism. It is as simple as that. If this simplicity cannot be understood by people, we feel sorry for them. I'm coming back with debate number 2 on how this moved to Jadavpur. On the other side of the break, I thank you all for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight.